What's up guys, Sam Adams here and welcome to The Drop, where every week here on my channel I go through the top video game releases, the ones that I deem important, and this is definitely the most jam-packed week that we have had yet this year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what new video games are coming out this week. Starting off, we've got Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So this brings the main story, 9 DLC packs, as well as 6 multiplayer maps to the game, so you can definitely expect to get the full experience if you haven't played the Sniper Elite 3 campaign, as well as all of the other DLC and content that has come out for that game. Of course, Sniper Elite is probably the best sniping game to date. Its slow motion bullet mechanics make it stand out whenever you look at it or you see gameplay, so you know exactly what you're watching, and it is one of my favorite third-person shooters of all time. Actually, I haven't had a chance to play Sniper Elite 3, so I might have to pick this one up, but it's coming out this week for, again, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Next up, Devil May Cry Definitive Edition is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and of course this comes with the main game, the original game, all of the DLC remastered in 1080p, 60 frames a second, and it also comes with the Virgil's Downfall story campaign, which is an alternate campaign to the regular storyline. So if you're a fan of the Devil May Cry series, you might want to check this one out because it is presumably the best version of the game to date. There were a lot of quotations there. But if you want to check that one out, it's coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One this week. Next up, Codename S.T.E.A.M is coming to the 3DS, and it is probably the most publicized game coming to a Nintendo handheld that is not a Mario game that I have ever seen. So obviously I had to check it out. I downloaded the demo, and it's actually a turn-based strategy game kind of thing, combined with elements from a third-person shooter with a cartoony kind of steampunk setting. I really like this game, and I actually can see it doing pretty well in the 3DS market. So if you're in the market for a new 3DS game, if you're getting sick of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, or perhaps you're finally tired of Smash Bros, this one might be one you want to check out because I do think that it is going to be one of the best 3DS games that we see this year. And of course it is coming out this week, again on the Nintendo 3DS exclusively. Next up, we've got Sid Meier's Starships coming to the iPad, Mac, and PC. That's right, I had to kind of think about it. iPad, wow, how about that? But this actually takes place in the Civilization Beyond Earth universe, and there was actually rumored interconnectivity between the two games. I'm not really sure how that ever worked out. I didn't look into it too much, but I can say that this turn-based strategy game is actually grabbing my eye. It looks really cool, and I think that I might actually have to check this one out, which is definitely saying something for me, because normally I'm kind of into the FPS/platformer kind of games. I like trying new things, but I've never tried a game of this type before, and I think that whenever my PC gets done getting built, I'm gonna have to give this one a shot. Next up, we've got Assassin's Creed Rogue finally making its way to the PC, and this was actually the lesser-known Assassin's Creed title of 2014. Of course, Unity took the spotlight with its terrible, terrible gameplay, and let's forget it ever existed, but there was also Rogue, which was actually decent. It follows the story of Shay Cormac, who is actually siding with the Templars, so it's kind of a different Assassin's Creed game. Of course, the entire plot of all of the games is intertwined between the battles between the Assassins and the Templars. So this is a kind of twist on the series. It takes place a little bit after the events of Assassin's Creed 3, I believe, if I remember correctly. Correct me down below if I am wrong, but it does look pretty good. It got like a 6 out of 10 at GameSpot, so that's not too bad. And I think I'm going to have to give this one a shot again when my PC gets done getting built. But if you don't have a PC and you still have an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, this one actually came out on those systems last fall, but it was kind of overshadowed by Unity. So you might want to check this one out if you're looking for a new Assassin's Creed game to play. Next up, Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number. Yes, it's finally here. I can't freaking wait. I love it so. Yes, Hotline Miami is coming out this week on the PC and PlayStation, and is actually a continuation of the timeline of events that happened in Hotline Miami. So basically, the story doesn't really matter that much, though it is pretty cool, and you're going around killing people in the most insane and fast-paced way possible. I love Hotline Miami so much. But there's also a level editor included, which is definitely something that a lot of fans have been wanting for a long time, because it just seems like that's the kind of thing that this game calls for, and that will definitely extend the life of the game for quite some time. There are also 20 levels to play through, so you're going to be able to play this for a long time, like I just said, and you'll be able to do multiple playthroughs because the gameplay, you can do so many different things with it. Absolutely love Hotline Miami. And again, this one's coming out on the PC and PlayStation platforms this week. Not coming to Xbox One as of yet, who knows, not really sure, but there are definitely a lot of consoles to play this on if you're interested. And finally, for the third week in a row, Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 3 is coming out on the PC, PS3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and I think I covered everything, not really sure. Don't really care about this game anymore, but you do follow the events of Claire Redfield, who is working for TerraSave, and then one day she is thrown into the Resident Evil world and Resident Evil things and the plot of Resident Evil, yada yada yada. 10th game in the franchise. If you want to know more about this game, check out the past 2 drops. I'm so tired of talking about this game. One more week and then we are done. So there you guys have it. If you've enjoyed this edition of The Drop, don't forget to drop me a like down below and comment what game you are most excited for that is coming out this week. Obviously, I am pretty pumped for Hotline Miami 2. I really love that game franchise and I can't wait to see how Devolver did with the second entry into the franchise. Hopefully they'll keep it going. Not really sure at this point, but who cares? The new game is coming out and I'm extremely excited. Also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of my other content. You might want to consider subscribing if you like what you see, because I post new stuff 4 days a week, so it can be kind of hard to keep track of everything, and that'll just make it easier on you. So as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.